The scene cuts to him riding a bike and watching a volleyball match on the TV. Time playing at a tournament, he is super excited and thanks his teammates for helping him get in. Despite this, his teammates are just his friends who have never even played volleyball before. Still, Shoyo is looking to win. Just then, a group of players walk in, startling Shoyo as they are fucking humongous. The team is from Kitagawa Daiichi Junior High School. Suddenly, the crowd starts cheering, and the other mind, it is just a Kageyama Tobio, an amazing setter from Kitagawa. Later, some players from Kitagawa mention the Yukigaka Junior High team, as all the players there are the same height as elementary school kids. Tobio comes out looking annoyed, instructing the players to start their warm-ups. As Tobio walks away, he hears them making fun of Shoyo and reminds his teammates that they are not even on the bench. Bro Loki acting like LeBron. Tobio walks towards Shoyo questioning Shoyo's abilities, but Shoyo assures Tobio that he is only here to win. But when Tobio hears this, he gets pissed as he is aiming to win this tournament and reach the national level. Tobio walks away, and Izumi immediately runs to check on Shoyo. Later, Shoyo's team watches Tobio warm up. Tobio scolds his teammate for not being able to spike his set. Bro is blaming his teammates for his shit sets. Later, Kitagawa and Yukigaka stand in a line before the match. When the ball is served, Shoyo's team is unable to receive it and completely fails to even touch the ball, but Shoyo is not alarmed. He cheers his team up and is of the volleyball club in school, but Shoyo is determined to become the next little giant. He trains all by himself while the girls' team plays. As the girls go for a run around the court, Shoyo asks his friend to toss the ball for him to spike, but his friend is too embarrassed and doesn't do it. His classmates make fun of him for joining the girls' volleyball team, wanting to know who he is trying to pull. As Kitagawa scores more and more points, the scene keeps flashing back to Shoyo constantly asking his friends to practice with him. As his friend accidentally tosses it wrong, Shoyo jumps very high. The scene cuts to him setting the ball. Shoyo jumps up and spikes it, but it gets blocked, making Shoyo disappointed in himself. As Kitagawa continues to obliterate Shoyo's team, Shoyo doesn't give up on spiking the ball. The scoreboard controllers are impressed with Shoyo's jumping ability and feel bad for him. Meanwhile, Tobio is still fucking mad for no reason, and his teammates gossip about him being so serious, sparking an argument. As Shoyo goes to receive a serve, he completely misses and rolls into the wall. The score is now 24-7, and Kitagawa only needs the ball and runs past him, flies up, and spikes the ball into the ground. Shoyo rolls into the barricade and immediately looks at the umpire, but his team did not score as the ball was spiked out of bounds, resulting in Kitagawa winning. Tobio is aware that Shoyo is a fucking god at volleyball, and Kitagawa only won because Shoyo's teammates were ass. Shoyo walks into line, upset about his results, while some players from Karasuno comment about both Tobio and Shoyo's abilities. Outside, Shoyo sees the Kitagawa team and rushes to Tobio. While crying, he proclaims to Tobio that he will defeat him and be the last one standing. How is bro almost the same height as Tobio while being on the stairs? Tobio tells Shoyo to become strong and walks away. Shoyo turns back to thank his friends, and over the next few months, Shoyo keeps training and jogging every day. He soon graduates junior high and joins Karasuno High School. On club recruitment day, Shoyo immediately rushes to the volleyball court, looking forward to defeating Tobio in the future, but when he arrives, he is surprised to see Tobio inside as well. In his first and last game in middle school, his team got obliterated by Tobio, and Shoyo wanted to get revenge by joining Karasuno High School. Yet, standing before him is Tobio in Karasuno's uniform. Shoyo wonders why Karasuno is here and remembers him being a Karen. Even though Shoyo expects Tobio to have already forgotten him, Tobio actually remembers Shoyo very vividly because Shoyo is crazy athletic but doesn't know how to use it. Shoyo proclaims that he only came here to take revenge on Tobio, but he can't anymore since Tobio will be on the same team as him. Tobio has been rejected from the school with the best team despite being known as the king, but Tobio doesn't like that nickname. Suddenly, they hear chattering outside. 3 students walk in and greet Tobio while Shoyo sneaks around like a rat. Getting excited to meet the volleyball team, Shoyo tries to introduce himself, but they completely ignore him. They finally realize that Shoyo is there and are surprised to see him as he already made a grand impression in last year's tournament. As Shoyo mentions that he wants to be the ace of the team, Tobio gets pissed and tries to put Shoyo down. However, this upsets Shoyo, and he now wants Tobio to play him. Pause. Shoyo is a stupid idiot as you can't play one-on-one in volleyball. Just then, the vice principal comes in asking if they are fighting. Daichi assures the VP that everything is going fine, and Ryanosuke hints to Shoyo to chill since the VP is a crazy bastard. Still, Shoyo challenges Tobio, mentioning that he isn't the same person he was last year. Still the same height though. When Tobio does a jump serve, Shoyo is startled and falls back, but wants another try. Once again, they make fun of him for his shiny bald head, and the VP wants a talk with Daichi. Luckily, the VP does not want an apology from them with the promise that they won't reveal he is bald. Daichi is the captain, by the way. Forgot to mention. Anyways, Daichi tells them that Karasuno was once good enough to compete in the nationals, but today, they are 8th in the prefecture and are nicknamed the Wingless Crows. Now Daichi wants the team to reach the nationals, and Shoyo pictures himself standing on the same court as Little Giant. Daichi, with a serious look on his face, walks to the two newbies and instructs them to work together. Mentioning that there will be no hatred within the team, he kicks them out of the club, only allowing them to come back once they have learned to work as a team. Shoyo pleads outside the stadium, promising to make up with Tobio. Tobio pushes Shoyo away, promising to not start any more fights, but Daichi opens the door and looks at him blankly. Feeling guilty, Tobio starts yapping and Daichi laughs as he closes the door in their faces. While the team is practicing inside, Shoyo watches through the window, wanting to touch the ball. Tobio cannot take it anymore and thinks that he should be let in purely because of his potential. He suggests challenging the team to a 2-on-2, so they can join the team if they win. Shoyo is scared that they might lose, but Tobio is extremely confident that they will definitely win. He tells Tobio his sob story about losing the tournament and assures Tobio that he is willing to do anything to join the team, even if it means looking at Tobio's dumb face. Suddenly, a girl walks past them to go into the gym. After practice, Ryanosuke bets that the two newbies are thinking of challenging them to a match. Just then, and Ryanosuke can't stop laughing. Daichi informs them that there are 2 more applicants, so they will play a 3-on-3 match and assigns Ryanosuke to their team. The penalty for losing will be that Tobio cannot play as a setter. Tobio whines, proclaiming that he will be a setter for life, but Koshi questions Daichi as to why he is being unusually harsh on the two newbies. Meanwhile, Tobio is outside stomping the ground like a child. He yaps about how cool being a setter is as they control the game by allowing the spiker to spike. They want to use the remaining time to practice before the match, but don't have a court to practice on. Just then, Ryanosuke pretends to ask when practice is, letting the two newbies know when nobody is using the court. The next day, the door is locked, but they see Ryanosuke with the keys. Ryanosuke remembers Daichi saying that both of the newbies are incredible talents that haven't been developed, as Tobio has never played with a good spiker and Shoyo has never played with a real setter before. He turns back to see them two fighting for who steps on the court first. As the lights turn on, Shoyo is determined to win the match. Shoyo loudly requests for Tobio to toss it to him once so he can spike, but Tobio refuses to entertain the midget. He spikes the ball at Shoyo without warning, causing Shoyo to miss it and gets mad at him for missing. What is bro smoking? Tobio adds that he will only toss the ball to Ryanosuke during the match and not to Shoyo. Anyways, the clock is ticking and they start to while Ryanosuke is dozing off in class, Shoyo is outside practicing receiving the ball, as he keeps spiking the ball with his teammates, as he has never been able to do so with teammates during junior high. Still, this causes Shoyo to remember Tobio's face, and he gets mad. As he yaps about how much he wants to beat Tobio, Tobio overhears them when he goes to get a drink from the vending machine.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Why are you not subscribed? I swear if you don't click that button right now, I need you to subscribe right now. We are trying to reach 10,000 subs. Okay, enough yapping. Back to the video.
Koshi reminds Shoyo that Tobio is now not his opponent but his teammate, and they will have to work together to win. After school, Shoyo runs out the classroom and rushes to the gym where the seniors are stretching. He follows the stretches from outside as he isn't allowed to train and spots Tobio behind him. Tobio brings Shoyo to an open where they can train. In the gym, Daichi arrives and introduces the two new first-year members to the team, and they are surprised as the new members are huge. Shoyo practices receiving with Tobio on the field and keeps calling Tobio King because of how almighty he acts, but Tobio doesn't like that nickname. He stomps away angrily and rushes Shoyo to continue practicing as they don't have enough time. After training, Ryanosuke admits that he doesn't like the new first-year members. He proclaims his win on Saturday against the new members. They talk about Kageyama, who for some reason has become softer since middle school. Still, Kaki goes to set the ball. A student grabs it and tells the midget to go back to kindergarten. Tobio infers that they are the new members. Kei and Tobio start arguing, completely ignoring Shoyo, and Kei offers to go easy on them on Saturday's match since it really doesn't matter to him. Tobio proclaims that he will win no matter what, and Kei calls him King again, triggering Tobio. Kei walks past him mentioning that his sets are so egocentric that no one would want to be his teammate, and this causes Tobio to grab his collar and stomp off. Tobio can't really say anything because Kei is speaking nothing but the truth. Shoyo tries to act cool, but Kei treats him like a little child and refuses to fight someone vertically disabled. As the new members leave, Tobio takes his leave as well, but Shoyo is not done with practice. Meanwhile, Kei is pissed off because Tobio and Shoyo are trying harding for no reason. Ryanosuke and Koshi walk back together and spot the duo still practicing. They continue to train every morning in secret and get better day by day. After school, Shoyo practices with Tobio and receives tips from Koshi. In the gym, Shoyo receives the ball perfectly and Tobio is impressed at how much Shoyo has improved. When Ryanosuke arrives, he is speechless at how long they have been going at it. Starting to get tired, Tobio accidentally hits the ball too high for Shoyo to receive, but Shoyo doesn't give up. He chases after the ball and dives to save the ball from touching the ground. At this moment, Tobio realizes that Shoyo is now good enough to receive his tosses. He sets the ball and despite being tired, Shoyo spikes it into the ground. Smiling, he falls on all fours like the good boy he is and Tobio gets more confidence to win on Saturday. On Saturday, Shoyo and Tobio rush to the gym and proclaim that they will win the match. Kei and Tadashi show up with smug faces. The scene flashes back to Tobio being shunned by his former teammates for acting like a piece of shit on the court. He jumps up from his bed and stops his alarm clock. In the gym, Kyoko walks in and both rhyme to make 3 people, and Kei overtly mocks them. As the game starts, Ryanosuke spikes the ball past Kei and swings his shirt around like a maniac. Later, Ryanosuke receives the ball and Tobio sets up Shoyo for a spike. Shoyo bounces up, excited to get his first point, but gets blocked by Kei. Kei mocks him for being a little midget, telling him to take his vitamins. Shoyo goes for another CK, but gets blocked again. Koshi misses his serve, and Kei is mad. I thought he said he didn't care about the game. Tobio picks up the ball to prepare to serve, thinking that his serve will be enough to win the game, but Daichi easily receives it. Kei mocks Tobio to go back to it, keeps using King as an insult. The truth is that the nickname King was given to Tobio by his own teammates for playing like a tyrannical dictator, which is the same reason why Tobio was benched in the finals of his junior high competition. Tobio shouted at his sorry-ass teammates for not being able to catch his sets, and they completely gave up on trying to accommodate him. Tobio gets traumatized by his sets, touching the floor every single time as his teammates rebelled against him. Because of this, Tobio is scared to try the quick sets that he did before as he is afraid the ball will touch the ground once again. Shoyo proclaims that no matter what, Tobio's sets will reach him. Kei gets triggered and walks back pissed off. Why is bro mad? He serves the ball and Ryanosuke receives it. As the ball flies, Shoyo is already in the air. Tobio sets it to Shoyo and the ball is hit out of bounds. Still, Shoyo doesn't lose hope. Koshi replays the play in his head. He knows that Tobio meant to send the ball to Ryanosuke, but easily changed the course of the ball when he heard Shoyo. Anyways, Ryanosuke is fucking flabbergasted that they can do quick attacks, but Shoyo has no clue what that is and continues telling Tobio to set the ball to him. Kei gets in Shoyo's face, reminding him that Shoyo is too short to be a spiker and that life is unfair. He's not wrong. Shoyo goes on another rant about how he will not give up and Kei sighs at Shoyo's delulu. Tobio pulls Shoyo back and tells him his plan. Soon, when Tobio sets it to him, Shoyo misses and is dumbfounded. They keep trying and every time it fails, making Tobio pissed like a motherfucker. Koshi walks up to them, denoting that the problem is not Shoyo but Tobio instead. He tells Tobio to adapt his sets to Shoyo instead of asking the midget to do all the work. Koshi starts being all soppy, explaining how he doesn't have any of the talent Tobio has. Okay buddy, chill. An idea forms in Tobio's head, and he turns to Shoyo. Tobio admits to Shoyo that he is jealous of him and tells him of the plan. He wants Shoyo to jump and hit as hard as he can without looking at the ball, and Shoyo is confused. As the ball is served, Tobio analyzes everything happening on the court. He sees Shoyo running and aims it directly in front of his hands. The ball is spiked so fast that Kei has no clue what just happened. Daichi is fucking stun-locked as Shoyo just did all of that without even opening his eyes, and Tobio got the timing and the accuracy right on point. As the game progresses, even though they keep trying to do the same trick, it doesn't work. Kei just thinks they are stupid as fuck for trying to repeat a fluke. On the next play, Shoyo jukes the opponents and runs to the other side of the court. He jumps up and smashes the ball to the other side, making everyone's jaws drop.